To all welcome members and welcome if you're new. Hello, my name is Christina and I love to read books. Yay! Today's video is I've got 4 recommendations for fall reading. If you have not read these books, go check them out and read them because I must say they were good books when I read them. So the first one I want to talk about is by Joan, Lowery, Nixon, and it is A Deadly Game of Magic. This book had me on the edge of my seat. It was amazing. Let's see. I'll read the back of the book for you and a little bit about. Let's see. Seeking shelter from a fierce Texas storm, Lisa and 3 of her friends become trapped inside a house that seems abandoned, but isn't. As the thunderstorm versions, the phone goes dead. A lifelike plaster head suddenly appears, and a Durham body hunted traps the Muriel. The friends are now unwriting players in the incestuous, sinister games of evil magician. The key to their survival lies in the emergency room at the end of the hall, but they must act quickly to avoid the magician's grand finale murder. It is a young adult mystery, so I thought it was amazing when I saw the book at my local library and I bought it. I thought, Deadly Game of Magic, let's see what it was about. And I read it. I love the book. It is a good read for a fall read. Now the next book I have here is a David Wolfe. It is a mystery thriller book by David Wolfe. A David Wolfe mystery thriller. Bestseller author Jeff Carson wrote the book. It is foreign, whatever. Okay. Sorry about that. This book is a good book too. Colorado cop David Wolfe's life is unpretended when most investigated. His brother's death in northern Italy mystery thriller. Suspense, a deadly revision of first and the popular David Wolfe series has it all. So, it's a good book. His brother died, and they're trying to find out who, what, when, where, and how he got killed. It was a really good thriller mystery novel. This book didn't actually totally have me on the edge of my seat. Like A Deadly Game of Magic and a couple of the other books I'm fixing to talk about, but it is a very good book, and I think you would enjoy it. The next book I took with me on my trip when I went with my husband, and we went to Palestine, Texas, which was actually not a good trip. We didn't like it, and we decided we're going to go somewhere else the next time we take a trip. Maybe next year we'll go on a trip, but I have to make sure that my health is still, because my doctor said, oh, you can go on a trip, but not far distance. So this is by Kelsey Sutton, and it was Gardenia. This book is totally amazing. It says here, 17-year-old Ivy Erickson has 1 month, 27 days, 4 hours, 59 minutes, and 2 seconds to live. Ever since she was a child, Ivy has been able to see the countdown clock over everyone's head, including how long before they will die. She can't do anything about anyone else's, nor can she do anything about her own, which will hit the 0 hours before she can even graduate high school. A life cut short is tragic, but Ivy does her best to make the most of it. She struggles economically with her deep love for on-again and off-again boyfriend Meyer Pulaski. She struggles finally working outside of school to help her mom and her sister, and she struggles to cope with the murder of her best friend, other life she couldn't save. Vanessa Dawson was murdered in the woods, and everyone in town believes Ivy had something to do with it. Then more girls start disappearing. Ivy tries to put her own life in order as she pieces together the truth of who ended Vanessa to save lives and for her own sanity. The clock is always ticking, and Ivy only hopes is to escape the truth before it runs completely out. Another really good book. Read it, you'd like it. The next book is one of my favorite mystery books by Alex Michaeldes. And I do have another book by him, so I can't wait to read that one as well. It is The Silent Patient, like the cover. This book talks about a girl who kills her husband, basically, and goes dead silent. And things happen. So, Alice Benson's life is seemingly perfect. A famous painter married to an independent fashion photographer. She lives in a grand house overlooking the park in one of London's most disabled areas. I gave this book a 5 stars, just so if y'all wanted to know. One evening, her husband, Gabriel, returns home late from work, and Abigail shoots him 5 times in the face, and then never speaks another word. Alicia refused to talk or give any kind of explanation, turns his trilogies into something far greater, a mystery that captures the public imitations and casts Alicia into naivety. The price of her art skyrockets, and she is silent patient, is hidden away from the tabloids and spotlights at Grove, a secure physiology unit in North London. So, she kills her husband and doesn't speak another word. Can't get any better than that. And I will tell you, when my husband drove the truck and we took the dog to the vet, or we had to run to Home Depot, wherever we had to go when we were running errands, this book went with me, and I read it. My husband even went into Home Depot, and he's like, "Well, come on in with me, because I know you're going to want something at Home Depot." No, I wanted to read the book. When we took my dog to the vet, my husband and I went and did a little shopping, and we got back. I went inside and they said, yeah, waiting on my dog, and I was reading the book as well. And I could not put the book down. And even the some of the doctors at the vet, I was talking about the book, and I said, you can go right there, Barnes and Nobles will have it. I said, I got mine at the lot. I paid literally $1.50 for this book at my local library. When I seen it there, I knew I had to have it. Now, our last name ain't Corian no more, but it's Paige Corian. And I noticed that she had the book, and I had to read it, and it sounded very good. And then Allie Dawson had the book, and a whole bunch of other people had the book. And I had to read this book, and I got it and read it. Never put the book down, read the whole book, and love it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have not read any of these books, go check them out. If you have read any of the books, good. You want to give us your point of view? Feel free. Till next time. Bye, guys.